bota la pelota, cuidado que le cae la presión a Boyi, no se ha percatado, ya se dio cuenta y protege bien el esférico y se gira y tiene a Licha cerca y también a Cassandra Montero que le están presionando, se tiene que dar cuenta. Cassandra Montero abre a la izquierda, hay 3 jugadoras ahí. Caro Jaramillo va a poner el centro al área, el balón va al segundo palo. ¡Ay, el remate de Boyi! ¡Gol! ¡Gol! Aquí en Chivas TV, la señal más rojiblanca. ¡Qué pelota puso Caro Jaramillo! Y Boyi se equivocó una vez, pero no lo va a hacer una vez más. La pelota llega al segundo palo y Boyi aparece y la manda para la jaula. 1-0 al 27. Ahí está la doctora del gol, poniendo la primera inyección de la noche. 1-0 lo gana el Guadalajara.
No nos han defraudado, creo que los primeros 45 minutos fueron bastante buenos y el atractivo para esta segunda mitad será ver a Tigres por primera vez en el certamen en este escenario de partido que es estar de abajo en el marcador.
La tiene Licha dentro del área grande, le va a pegar Licha. ¡Gol! Gol y lo cantamos aquí y lo gozamos aquí en Chivas TV, la señal más rojiblanca. ¡Qué gran jugada por la izquierda! ¡La chingona! ¿Cómo de que no?
Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Latinoamerica and all the Chivermanos y Chivermanas around the globe. All the mothers and Mr. Chiva brothers and sisters. Welcome to We Go Chu Live, transmitting directly from La Perla Tapatía, home to the most glorious of teams, el Club Deportivo Guadalajara. Bienvenido todos a We Go Chu Live. Joining me today are our co-hosts, Gabi Silva. ¿Cómo estás, Gabriela?
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to We Go Chu Live, episode 8 of season 2. So happy to be back. Different setting. My apologies. I'm on vacation at the moment, and yeah, we're having a great time, but I'm very happy to be back here and talk about our rebaño sagrado and especially about our chingonas. We had a lot of things to talk about. The game against Tigres, that was very exciting. The next game, our MVP player, you name it. We have a lot of information to share with you this evening. Alfredo, my friend, how are you?
Hi, Gabi. Hi, Robert. Hi, Chivermanos. I'm doing well. I'm excited. I'm pretty happy. I cannot tell you why, though, but you're gonna find out pretty soon. Let's say that football's coming a little earlier than expected, which is something I'm really looking forward to. Also, definitely looking forward to talk about the debut on the bench of Antonio Spinelli with Chivas Femenil. And of course, looking forward for what's next for our beloved Rebaño Sagrado.
And as always, my friends, you need to connect to us. We are part of the Chivaverse. You are part of the Chivaverse. This is the hub. Please send us a message through WhatsApp if you want to join us live on the show at 3326607241. Join us. It's not live if you're not here with us. Please come and share your Chiva vibe. So what's up with you guys? You guys, we got to get pumped. Las chingonas, like you said, we have a lot to talk about. But the first thing we need to talk about is a story of stoicism. Because this week's MVP is el Chapito Sánchez, campeón con el Club Deportivo Guadalajara.
Yes, Chapito Sánchez, last Monday, so 2 days ago, it was 13 years from his debut with Chivas, his official debut with Chivas. He made his debut on match week 3 of Apertura 2010. So 13 years as a rojiblanco. Big shout out to El Chapito, who sits amongst the 10 players who have played for the longest time with Chivas. He is actually in the 7th place, and he's along with some really big names like Juan El Bigotón Yasso, Don Sabas Ponce.
If you look at those, let's look at that list in a second. But what's really interesting about all the guys you're going to talk about right now, Alfredo, is that their, how can I say, their loyalty, something that we
Yeah.
don't see. It's something
Exactly.
that's not common right now, you know, because of all this money that's moved around. And it's just like the player doesn't fall in love with the team as much. I mean, that's my impression. And of course, I'm speaking in general. But at Chapito, sorry to interrupt you, but I had to bring that up, man.
Yeah, no, totally. You know, like a lot of these guys who are in the top 10 list of the longest time with Chivas, they didn't play in this era of football, because in this era you have Arabia, you have Qatar, you have so many scouts coming from Europe, from the MLS, from different parts of the world, that it's not only Europe, you know, it's a global thing, China, you know, and so it's really hard for a player to keep with the same team for a long time. And also in Mexico, you know how many traspasos there's been, how many times money is the main motive, but not the case of Chapito, who is a guy who really feels the colors, who, even though he's on the bench many times, he is always there for the team. He's supportive, and he's definitely one of the top leaders of
Yeah, he's a heart. Another thing is that he comes from Sonora. All right, like what's the main sport in Sonora? It is not soccer. People play baseball there.
Baseball. Yeah.
Right.
Baseball, and so he comes from the third division from his hometown. He played with the Héroes de Caborca, his first team in the Cantera Rojiblanca, and that's something very important too, because you're going to mention these 10 players all debuted with Chivas. Okay, their red and white colors are tattooed on their heart. He
Yeah.
came to San Rafael in the Clausura 2008. And in that same tournament, he played his first match with the Tapatío. 2 minutes, but something is something, right? 2 minutes.
Right.
The Tampico Madero, that's no longer in the silver circuit, I think. I might be wrong. And then a few years later, guess who promoted him? One of those visionaries that Chivas had the blessing of having, Jose Luis Real, who had discovered so many greats that were in that same generation, among them Omar Bravo. And he promoted him to Guadalajara's first team. And then he debuted, like you said, on match day 3. And they won that day. So he brought good luck. And
Yes.
he's back.
Yeah.
So he doesn't make a lot of goals, right?
Yeah, I think it's special at this moment in time specifically because we've talked about Cantera Rojiblanca a lot. Like right now, our Tapatío, like the current champions of Liga de Expansión, and the importance that right now Chivas is giving to their lower divisions. And I think it's very important to give this huge shout out to Chapito because Cantera Rojiblanca, like all the way. And like Robert said, he's like the heart in so many ways of Chivas right now and in the past. And I'm pretty sure in the future, as long as he has left to play in Chivas, I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to retire in Chivas. I don't know, but it's like this. Whenever you see that Chivas is struggling or is going through a rough patch, you could see in the dressing room like Chapito always like pumping out the team and telling them like encouraging things and this that and yeah, he's like this heart that Chivas has, and it's been like 13 years. And again, it's all about loyalty, I guess.
Yeah, and you can see that in his eyes. He must be a symbol, just like the other players that are on the pitch right now with the first string. But the guy's a symbol. Who are those 10 players, my friend?
So in the 10th place, you have Alberto El Venado Medina, who played for 11 years and 8 months with Chivas. 9th place, huge.
Uno de los compadres.
Uno de los compadres.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player, great technique. Then you have Demetrio Madero. You also have Héctor Reynoso. Yeah. And then in the 7th place, we have Jesus Chapito Sanchez with 13 years playing for Chivas. 6th place, we have a goalkeeper, Jaime El Tubo Gomez, who played for 13 years and a month. So probably Chapito will be in the 6th place pretty soon. 5th place, you have our all-time top scorer, Salvador Chava Reyes. Then we have 4th place, we have Gilberto Rodriguez. In the third place, we have Isidro Diaz, who played for Chivas for 14 years and 4 months. Second place, Sabas Ponce, who played for almost 16 years. He played for 15 years and 11 months. And then we have Juan El Bigotón Yazo, who played for over 20 years for El
Wow.
Real.
Wow.
20 years, my goodness. Sabas Ponce, El Chololo, Diaz, right? All these names, they bring back so many memories. I met Salvador Reyes once in a supermarket, and I knew who he was, but I got shell shock.
I saw him too.
I was like, I came up to him. Did you
Yes.
meet him? And I was like,
Yes.
and I said, and he said, and he just nodded at me, and I said, Campeonísimo. That's the only word came out of my mouth. He said, yeah, soy Chava Reyes.
I was like literally turned and looked at my dad, and my dad was like, and he just passed. He was like, okay, yeah, okay. We were like,
and he's such a sweet guy, just like humble, humility. What do you guys think? What did the chat say about Chapito? Let's see what our Chiva hermanos, we have a lot of Chiva hermanos out there.
Yeah, Gerardo Valencia, Valencia dice, here it is, ese Chapito, mis respetos, es uno de los que siempre ha dado todo por Chivas. Yes, exactly. And that's what we were saying like a couple of minutes ago. Like, it's the heart of Chivas, and he's always there. And through thick and thin, like, he's been there through everything. So, hi, Hera Vale, thank you for your comments. And Curtis William, hi, wow, talk about living legends. Indeed, exactly. And yes, of course, Chapito es campeón. Yes, of course, absolutely.
I like that. Una leyenda viviente.
Mm-hmm.
3-time champion, El Chapito Sanchez.
He's been
Wherever you are out there, my friend, let's take a look at these numbers.
Numbers.
There you go. So more than 330 games played with Chivas, started in 231 of them, scored 4 goals, and more than 20,000 minutes played for Chivas. You know, imagine that, 20,000 minutes inside the pitch with all the tension that professional football conveys nowadays, imagine all the training minutes inside Chapito Sanchez, all the sacrifice, film, everything that's behind those 20,011 minutes played. It's so much more than that. And so big shout out to Jesus El Chapo Sanchez, because he's this week's MVP. And yeah, like that's an example of resilience. That's an example of desire, and an example of professionalism. And, and we have some more guys remembering. Solín Varela he says Ramon Morales. We have Manuel Cámara talking about Jesus Sanchez. He really knows what it is to be a Chivas player from the root. And big shout out to Curtis Williams, who was referring to the list of players that we were speaking about. He says, wow, talk about living legends. Indeed, Chapito is a living legend, not only because of the time that he's been with Chivas, but he's also a champion with Chivas. And he won it all. Like, he's not only a league champion, which is huge, but he's also a CONCACAF champions, Copas. So yeah, he's really been through what the club is about, like he really knows the club inside out. He's as old as his time in Chivas is as old as Estadio Akron. Right, Gabby?
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Exactly. You're absolutely right.
Someone just called me old without saying old.
Someone
just called me old without saying I'm old.
No.
Check it out. No. A ver, pedradas son pedradas. Mr. Robert, did you see Sabas Ponce, Isidoro Diaz, Coco Rodriguez, or Chava Reyes play? No. No.
How old we are.
I did on videos. Come on. I'm not that. See, that's why I don't want to grow this mustache out, guys.
But
But good one. I like that one. Good one, bro.
Usually, what are your memories of El Venado, of
Venado,
Reynoso?
Venado Medina, you guys had to have seen them. Venado and Omar Bravo, they were the compadres alegres. Omar Bravo's sidekick, right? His sidekick was El Venado. And I remember that El Venado started really strong. He was young when he debuted. Both of them debuted, and they tell really interesting stories about their relationship. They both debuted young. Omar Bravo debuted before he did. And Venado tells a story of when Omar Bravo's first paycheck came in. He went and bought Venado Medina some cleats, some new cleats, because he needed new shoes, to play properly. And that was like, oh man, you get that. Those guys were brothers. And that's why we're talking about these people are coming up from the cantera. Those guys lived there, okay?
And they know each other
there.
since they're like super young. Like,
Yes.
I think that's like the key, one of the keys of having like a very strong foundation inside a team, like because they know each other from so long ago. So they make that click. And I think that is what worked between Omar and Venado Medina.
EJ says,
yes,
Venado was one of the best wings in the league. Yes.
for sure.
And you know what? I don't know if you guys remember, lo quebraron. One day in a game, I think it was against Irapuato, some famous player from that team was famous for, let's say, playing overly, how can I say, aggressive. And he was out for a long time. And it seemed like he was not going to come back. I think it was Tibia and Peronet, but he did. He came back a little bit less than what I remember him, because he was a little bit more cautious, because before that guy was like the wind, man. He was beautiful to watch, encarador, like these young guys, man, like Yael and all of our Brigido, right? And all these guys that are coming up. That was Venado and Omar Bravo.
Yes.
It was magnificent to watch him play. Oh, I did see Jesus Rivera just said something interesting. You did see Chava Reyes play. That's right. I was there. Didn't he play a few minutes with the first team a few years ago? Yeah, a while ago. Yes. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Jesus. Wow, man. I hadn't remembered that was there. Yeah.
He played for a couple of minutes. Yes, I remember that too.
Beautiful. I love that. Chivas Pumas, exactly. En el Jalisco. Thank you, Ricardo. Y sí, entró de cambio por Omar Bravo. And Omar Bravo is also, just to include him real quick in this commentary section, he is also he's celebrating. Okay?
Yeah.
What is he celebrating?
On Friday. Yeah, Friday. So Friday, it's the 8th anniversary from when he became the all-time top scorer for Chivas. It was on the 12th of August of 2015 against Morelia at the Estadio Akron on an Apertura 2015 match. He scored 2 goals. So his 122nd and 123rd goal to equal and overcome Chava Reyes as the all-time top scorer for Chivas during his second stint at El Rebaño.
Memories of the way we used to. Memories, you guys making me feel old. Let's talk about something else. No. What's up? Who else is out there? No se olviden del Concho Rodríguez, extremo por la derecha, yeah, Manuel Cámara. That's right. We did mention him. No nos olvidamos. He's there, but I did not see him play. Yeah? Yes. There's another comment by Manuel Cámara. Let's see. Hay una gran anécdota de Chapito con Jorge Vergara. Ojalá la puedan contar. Yo creo que a partir de esto Jesús entregó mucho más a la institución. Can I talk about that? Can I mention that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Ricardo ya puso. Sure. Yes, Manuel, thank you for reminding us. Jorge Vergara, many people might have a different concept of this man, but he had a huge heart, okay? And he has done so much, not only for football. But anyway, that's another story we'll get to later. But Chapito Sanchez had a problem when he was in the cantera. One of his family members needed an operation. And Jorge Vergara gave him the money. He said, "Here, just take it." And he wasn't making the bucks that he would later make when he joined the first team with Jose Luis Real. So that definitely was another bond, to the institution. It's not just this guy's my boss, this guy's caring about me. And that's something that the cantera sees. And you could see that. We have to be able to see that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it.
Manuel, muchas gracias, mano. Otro.
Yeah. He confessed that in an interview.
Yeah.
Chapito,
Yeah.
Jesus Sanchez, he told that story in an interview, and yeah, he's really good friends. Well, I mean, not good friends, but he had that experience with Jorge Vergara, and we do apparently production's telling us that we do have Chivermanos waiting for us, waiting to come into the stream. Javier Isaac. Yeah. So anytime,
Hi.
bring it on.
Come on in, bro.
Is anybody
Hi,
Hi, Javier.
Hi,
Hi, Javier. How are you? Beautiful jersey, man.
thank you. I'm fine.
All good.
What's up, Javier? How are you doing?
Nothing. Waiting for the game.
For which game are you waiting for?
Chivas Femenil, and for the return of the Chivalacticas the next Friday, I think.
Very nice, very nice. The Chivalacticos. Maybe, well, we have to confirm. Let's see when the official dates come out to confirm when they'll be coming back. But yes, for me, it's like a day without Chivas is like night.
Right. It's
Like,
dark.
it's like the sun. Yeah, like the stars, the sun, everything. It's like Nessun Dorma. Yeah. It falls apart. Yeah. The sky. Do you have a question?
So, what do you think? What do you think about Chivas Femenil and the game against the Tigres? What do you think about them?
Well, so Chivas did a good game, but the final of this,
What do you think missed? Yeah.
wasn't cool. So it remembers me the final of the tournament.
Don't
Yes.
say it.
Yes, me too.
Right.
Me too. I saw the same exact thing at the end of when I saw the second ball go into the net. I was like, 20 minutes of hell again. Just like.
Is this May 28th?
What do you think? What do you think missed for Chivas Femenil to get the win? What do you think? ¿Qué faltó?
What was missing, man? What was missing for us?
In all the game, Chivas play very, very well, but in the final, they needed to be more together.
Yes. Did you notice? Did you notice that the goal was both goals were very similar? Both goals were very similar. So it's like something that was planned, right? So it works one time and then it worked a second time.
It's well, for me, it's horrible that with Chivas Varonil and Chivas Femenil, Tigres scored at the same way. The second goal was
A header.
with the hair. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oye, y Javier, para ti, ¿cuál sería la mejor jugadora de ese partido de Chivas?
Sin dudas, Alicia Cervantes.
Sí, golazo.
La depredadora.
Yeah. She scored a beautiful goal.
I agree.
Yeah. And also, what do you think about, ¿qué pensaste acerca del partido de Carolina Jaramillo con 2 asistencias?
Pues bastante bien, o sea, a lo que la hemos visto en los torneos pasados, creo que es lo de siempre, es dichoso ver ese nivel de juego en una jugadora como ella.
Sí.
Que ella no solo crea las jugadas, sino también da asistencias a Licha y sin duda, si eso les resulta, que así sigan.
Exacto.
Sí, es como la generadora, ¿no? Es como que la que desequilibra a veces, ¿no? En las bandas y es la que termina asistiendo. ¿Cuál de los dos goles te gustó más? ¿El de la doctora del gol o de nuestra depredadora del gol? ¿Cuál crees que tuvo como más mérito técnico?
Pues, honestamente, para mí, el segundo gol me gustó muchísimo más y pues ya ven que recordó al 2023 a la final, me recordó al gol del Piojo.
Sí, bonito gol, bonito gol.
Duele. Fue el que más me gustó a mí.
Oh. Duele, sigue doliendo mucho, Javi. Pero bueno, aprovechamos también este espacio, Javi, para decirle también a toda la gente en los comments that this is a very friendly space and we can speak English, we can speak Spanish, and we are not closed by any means to just be an English streaming, you know. We can Spanglish here and there, and we can talk in Spanish, and we can talk exclusively in English, regardless if this is exclusive English content. And at the end of the day, we go on to hear everybody. Queremos darle espacio a todos y queremos, entre más chivarmanos estemos aquí platicando y aprendiendo. Este es un espacio para aprender entre todos,
That's
right?
right. That's right. This is the Chiva Hub.
Chiva Hub.
If I could speak Chinese, I would speak Chinese to whoever wanted to come on and talk to us.
Exactly.
Right? So
and again, we have Chiva hermanos all around the world.
Yeah. And if you want to practice your English, right, like my friend here, right, do it. Come on.
Exactly.
That takes a lot of cojones.
Yeah. Bien puestos.
Thank you, man. Qué bien. I love that you're trying your English. It's beautiful. It's magnificent that you and remember, English is just another tool in our toolbox, in nuestra caja de herramientas.
Remember that Chivas language is universal. Right. Somebody said that the last show, that we speak an universal language.
We speak Chivas.
Yes.
Right.
We speak Chivas. Exactly.
Yeah, and big shout out. Big shout out to Curtis Williams, who related to what we were just talking about. He says that with each passing episode of We Go To, I'm learning so much about Chivas and how much like a family we are worldwide. Se habla Chivas, and I'm proud to be a Chivermano living in the United States. Big shout out, just like many others.
Curtis, you have to come here, man. I got a ticket for you sitting beside me. Come on, they're good tickets.
Javier, ¿qué le quieres decir a todos los chivermanos para que se animen a venir a platicar con nosotros? No mordemos, we're friendly, we're nice, right? A little.
Bueno, pues siempre es agradable platicar respecto al equipo y con personas como ustedes, con tal recibimiento, pues siempre se agradece y siempre es un placer.
Excelente.
El placer es todo nuestro.
Fue un honor.
El placer es nuestro.
Muchas gracias.
Obviamente. Gracias por
bendecidos.
Gracias.
Bendecidos con Chivas hermanos como tú, man. Thank you, bro. That's it, baby.
Arriba las Chivas.
Yeah.
Así es. Gracias, Javi. Un abrazo.
I love that. Everybody has to come on,
love
man.
it.
Just talk. I'd rather talk to you guys. Let's
Right.
do it, man. That's really why we're here. And I think that we were talking the other day about last show, right? Episode 7. Luckily, episode 7.
Lucky 7.
And I think that we were going through the topic so fast, and everybody wanted to talk about what had happened, you know, and that's the way it was. And we rushed through it. But this is the space. Don't talk to us, my friend.
Somebody's asking in the comments, what's the number? What's the number where they can reach out?
687-530-9.
We have to make
Yeah,
a
we
jingle
do.
about that
Right.
number. 3326.
Yeah, it's
3326607-241 or something like that.
There you go.
call
There
the
you go.
Chivavers.
Yes. Everybody, you want to join the Chiva Hub, man? That's the number on WhatsApp. Please
And
join
we-
us. Write it on the wall. Send it to your friends. Leave it in the bathroom stalls. Okay? Come on.
And
Don't
we
be
have
afraid.
Okay.
we have another we have a productions telling us that we have another Chivermano
Yeah.
coming
Really?
coming onto the party. So
Alejandro? I know
welcome.
that guy. I know that
Yeah,
guy.
you know me. I know you know me.
I know. Hi.
Hi, Gabby.
Greetings, Alejandro.
Hi,
How
Robert.
are you?
Hi,
I'm
welcome.
fine. I'm fine. Did you know that I speak English? Sorry, Gabby. Did you know that or no?
I didn't know that, but I'm so happy to hear that, and I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank you to Robert. And also, I forgot your name. Sorry.
Alfredo.
Alfredo, yeah,
Yeah.
Alfredo. I've been seen many videos from you that in Chivas when Chivas YouTube on YouTube, and they're great.
Thank
Yes,
you.
they're awesome. Yeah, so everybody, please go check out Alfredo's video on demand content because it's awesome.
And
But
yeah,
yeah,
and Gabby's she like one came out today. Yeah, the latest one on
The
Chivas
10
Femenil.
goals, the 10
Yeah.
goals. I saw all of them, and
10
they're
of
great.
the most, 10 of the most,
That's
not
right.
the most, 10 of the most memorable Chivas Feminine goals. So yes, go please watch, show us some love. And Alex, my friend, what brings you here? Talk to us. What is it about Chivas? Tell us everything.
Well, it's my first time here talking in English, so I'm a little rusty. So if you can help me, it's gonna be good. Okay.
It's great. It's perfect.
I want to talk.
Spanglish is permitted.
Okay, thank you, Robert, and also Alfredo. My questions I put for this day is, what do you think about Antonio Tana Spinelli about their? I saw their first DDR, Detrás del Rebaño video, and
Mhm.
it shocks me a little bit how he talked with all the team preview in the preview, you know.
Right. Yeah.
In the room,
In the locker room. Yeah.
the locker room. Yeah, thank you. And what do you think about him? It's a little bit quick change, or in many points of view that he has already done mentally and strategically. What do you think about? Because many people tells us that Tano is new, is from Argentina. He has a lot of different kind of. He has a lot of experience. 10 or 15 years, he told us in the DDR and the Tras del Rebaño video. So what do you think about? I don't know if it's gonna be a huge change, like he said. He says in only 3 games that we can feel us that this change is going to be quick, and Chivas is going to be up again against Rayadas, against Tigres, against Pachuca, against America, that is the champions, the champion today.
The current champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the team that really put some money to bring some players in as well. America is boosting their roster.
Yeah, but
Can I answer first? Who wants to answer first?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to direct myself towards the words of our DT, but I will say that in my experience, change is good. Change is good, and Spinelli is not beginning with nothing. He already has a strong base. Alfaro left, a strong team.
Yeah.
Now he has been able to bring in these incorporations, which I think that's the difference. These new elements that are playing, they brought a little bit more of a different spirit. From what I've seen of the 3 matches, I've been fortunate to watch them. Just like Isaac said earlier in our previous Chivas Hermano, I wasn't happy with the end result of the 3rd match, the match against Tigres. but I felt that it was definitely more front forward, more balanced. I could see the lines running together. And I really like the new incorporations personally. So for me, I thought it was good. I thought it was excellent. I do see the change. I don't know if it's all,
Yeah,
him, but
it's
there's a basis already.
I would like to say that it's a whole project, under Nelly Simon. It's because, as Robert was saying, he had a good base from Pato Alfaro, and I like to remember that also Pato Alfaro had a good base from Chore Mejia. So it's a way of doing things. Of course, every coach is gonna have, and every coaching staff is gonna have, and not only the coaches but also the players, the ones that come in and stuff, and everything. They all have different personalities. They all have each of them have their own tweak, their own twist, their own little way of doing things. But in the Magno aspect, in the big picture, it's all pretty similar. Thanos Pinelli, he's a really passionate guy. He has character. He tries to bring the best out of his players, and I think that he's gonna promote competition to make sure that the best players are in the pitch. So I'm definitely looking forward to what he can do with this team, with the base that from Pato Alfaro. So definitely a refreshing guy, and definitely looking forward for what's ahead for this fantastic project under Nelly Simon.
Okay, great. And Gabby?
And me?
Gabi?
And me?
Yes, come on. What are you doing?
Yeah, please.
Um, yeah, well, I think Robert and Alfredo practically like said everything I was going to say. But I do believe like every change is refreshing. Every change is for the better. I agree completely with Alfredo. The foundation that Pato left behind and all the records he conquered Femenil and all the new incorporations that we're having right now with the team, I think it's only for the better. And I think they're starting to grow. It's very refreshing to see this kind of energy and different energy inside the locker room. And I think he has like this very like let's do it, let's go. We have to be this and we have to do like that kind of energy that at the end of the day it's new, it's refreshing, and he comes from a very large experience playing with women, that he was a champion as well. So we just have to wait and expect that everything is going to be for the better. And you could see that in the game against Tigres. We had like a very good, like solid 70 minutes, something like that, before the tie, like the 2-2. But I think the team is strong enough. We've talked about this in previous episodes, the maturity that a lot of the girls are getting from obviously like getting a little bit older, a little bit more experienced, but overall like getting the confidence of the coach. Of course, there are a lot of players that are like getting that are coming in new and trying to do their best, and another ones that are getting benched. And I think that's the process, and that's completely normal. And we have to just trust the process, and it's a work in process. And I think since Nelly stepped foot in the Dirección Deportiva de Chivas Femenil, I think it's all been like for the better and for the greater goal, and the major goal that it's like aspiring to get titles. So I think we are in the right path. So yeah, it's a great thing that he's already benched and coaching and desde el banquillo. I think that's very important. That was very much needed. And yeah, I hope I have really high hopes that we're going to beat Necaxa.
Right.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's
And it's going to be a great game.
Yeah, that Necaxa game is taking place this weekend, exactly on Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Mexican time. So really looking forward to. And picking up on Tano, he the reason why he's here is because he believes in our identity. At the end of the day, it's a club identity, and he believes in it. So that's an important match, and he definitely wants to impulse, the cantera process, the youth academy process. He actually had a huge relevance and importance in bringing in building the cantera process down in Racing de Avellaneda in Argentina. So he's a firm believer of the cantera, and here in Chivas, of course, we're firm believers of cantera, both in men's and women's football. And in women's football, the Dana Cup that the Chivas Femenil under 19 team won recently. It's a huge example of it. It's a worldwide tournament and with more than 1,000 teams, and we won it with a perfect record, which speaks strongly about this cantera. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm really definitely excited for what's to come.
I love the balance of young and old and new. I really, really enjoy the way they're playing, and you could see that there's no holes. And this version, I haven't seen any holes. What do you think, Alejandro? What's your take on it? What
About
do you think about the same question that you just asked us?
Mhm.
What do you think about the team? What do you think we're going to see with
I think
Coach
that
Spinelli?
yeah, I think that all the changes are good, as you already said, but I think maybe for the fans it was a little not in the right time. The not having Alfaro and bring in Tano Spinelli, because it was only 3 days before we start. That's why I wanted to talk about it. What do you think? Is this change a little bit quick in only three rounds or 4 rounds? We see a team with a different strategic, with a different point of view. That he's an Argentinian. He's another way to see the football, to see the different things. So that's why I wanted to ask you about. But also I believe in the whole plan that Nelly Simon has for Chivas Femenil. We saw it, as Alfredo said. We won a Dana Cup recently. We have a lot of players, feminine players that can play nowadays. So we have defenders, we have forwards, we have everything, and with the different point of view, as Nelly Simon said to us when this change really become really it's a change for the better or for the best. So I believe that we we can ask for to have the best players in that from other teams. We can cry about Montoya, but we cannot. I'm an institutional person. I'm an institutional person, and Montoya, okay, she's not here now, so we need to maybe it's a place that maybe Kimberlyn Galicia can take, maybe Yvonne Gonzalez already in this tournament, in Apertura 23 is already in the first uh, in the squad, in the first team squad. So I believe that it's we have we have Parque, we have
Yeah.
bullets to.
Right.
So I believe that it was something that I want to share with you guys, and share with all your fans and all the followers for Chivas, for the Chivas channel in YouTube and Facebook and everything, that wanted to check about it. And another question that I have is about when is going to start Wendy Toledo, when is going to start Alessandra Ramirez, when is going to the comeback of Litzy Serna. Do you think that Tano Spinelli can do this for us, or the fans, that we want to see new these new
Players.
players in playing with Chivas, maybe with Necaxa? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a slow process, because it's already a consolidated team that's been playing together for a long time. But there's gonna be room for everyone. The season's long. It's tiring, and at the end of the day, you're always gonna find different opponents along the way who play different tactics and different strategies, and for which you're gonna need different tools. So I'm pretty sure that all these girls are gonna have a chance sooner or later. But yeah, as you said earlier, I love it. I love it when you said that you're an institutional person, because me too. And you know, the institution's above everything, and I'm pretty sure that there will be room for everyone.
Yeah, we don't have to cry for the players that are not with us. We have to see ahead
Right. Yeah,
in the
exactly.
future. In the future,
Right.
and we have only 13 minutes, and the 1,000 I think minutes that we have to cover for uh, under categories. Yeah, we have to
Right.
cover
Oh, for the
1,000,
young,
and
for
we
the
have only
younger.
13.
Mhm.
So maybe there's an opportunity for Kimberly, for Yvonne, for Valentina de la Mora is a defender, and maybe we can see Wendy Toledo in a not so difficult. We have to respect all the opponents,
The
but
hierarchies.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we can have a see and check Alessandra and check Valentina, check Wendy. There's so many questions that we well, you don't know,
There's
Robert
a lot to
and
talk
Alfredo.
about. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you don't know Alfredo and Robert, but Gabby knows. We have a channel called Baloneros in
Okay.
1906. So we speak in the whole all the weeks about Chivas and Chivas Varonil and Chivas Femenil. And for Chivas Femenil, we ask a lot about. We receive a lot of questions about this, about how is Thanos going to work, how the new acquisitions that have had Chivas Femenil are going to play. So
Yes.
that's why I wanted to share with you guys.
Thank you, Alejandro, man. It's a pleasure that you come share with us, and come join us more often if you can. You know, come join us, talk about
Yeah,
Chiva. Join the
I,
Chiva Hub.
I will do.
Muchas
I will
gracias.
do. I will do it. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so much.
much.
Thank you, my
Thank
friend.
you. Thanks,
Thank
Alejandro.
you,
Good to
Alex.
have you.
Bye. See ya.
Have a good one.
And I
Oh
think
my
it's perfect
goodness.
time. I think it's a
Oh
perfect
boy.
time to make a little disclaimer.
Right.
I think
And
we have a record. I think we have a new record because it was like to the 41-minute mark ish until
Mhm.
somebody asked why in English? Why
What
in
did they
English?
ask?
Why? So I think it's a great time to just let everybody know because I see a couple of them, not many, but a couple of them. And so yeah, that we are part of the Chivas universe, and we make content in English for all of our Chiva hermanos that speak English. Because remember, Alfredo,
And as you said, it is a beautiful time to say it, because the round of 16 of the Copa Libertadores is going on this week, and but none of those teams that are playing, which are huge teams in Latin America. You have Nacional, you have Boca, you have River, and you have huge teams in the continent such as Chivas. Well, not as big as Chivas, but you have huge teams, but none of them have 5 million fans in the United States supporting those teams every single weekend like we have you. So it is for you. And of course, for all the Chivermanos who haven't heard about this movement, about the We Go To movement, the We Go To news, the We Go To live, the We Go To tops, the We Go To know you, and more content that's yet to come. Let them know about that this movement of Chivas in English, We Coach You movement in the official channels in the official English channels, the official English platforms of El Rebaño Sagrado, of the most beloved team of Mexico and the United States. So yeah, 5 million
And all the
Chivermanos in the
Chiva and all
US.
the Chiva platforms, no?
Right. Yeah, all the Chiva platforms.
Let's not just say we coach you. Look at all this stuff that Chivas is making for you.
It's huge, like actually we had we're always on the top
Sorry,
of
Gabby, I
interactions.
interrupted you.
We're always on the top of interactions: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We already surpassed the 500,000 subscribers here in YouTube. So yeah, let them know.
that's it.
Let every
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
have We
Gabi.
Go to Live, that is a weekly show where we talk to you live and we talk about everything that has happened throughout the week about Chivas, Chivas Femenil, Tapatío. And we also have a lot of exclusive content on our YouTube channel. Alfredo, my friend, has a lot of interesting facts, like top of Chivas Femenil news. And we have Girl Talk, where we talk about Chivas Femenil, you name it. So we are growing and we are trying to bring our best and trying to keep you informed about Chivas in every single franchise, you name it, Chivas Femenil, Tapatío, Chivas Varonil. And we are trying to be closer to you because we know and we are aware that there are more than 5 million. I'm sorry, a motorcycle decided to show up. I'm so sorry. Because we, we know we have more than 5 million Chiva hermanos in the United States and all around the world. So yes, please feel welcome to come and chat with us. And yes, we are growing and creating all of this for you.
That's right. And don't
Yeah.
forget, I'm going to make a real quick philosophical point so we can leave this topic, because it's always going to come up. But we need to remember when Rome was becoming Rome, what really made Rome great was all of these joinings of cultures. Yeah. El ombligo del
Right.
mundo, el ombligo, the belly button of the world was Rome.
Yes.
So everybody, all of this that was brought to Rome is what made Rome great. And it's the same thing here. Come on, guys. Join the movement.
The
Okay?
movement. The movement.
Yeah,
Join
just
the
come on
movement.
in and talk. You don't
Exactly.
have to ask why. Just come on in and speak to us.
Yeah.
Whatever you have to say, as long as it's positive, it's, and it's, you don't have to agree with us. What I'm saying is that it's positive in the sense of how you sell your message. All right?
Yeah.
Come and join us, please. Just come and join us. Yeah.
Please.
No nasty stuff.
No nasty stuff. We are all nice here. We get along. And yeah, we have a couple of minutes left. So we have to talk about our chingones.
What? 7 minutes?
Yeah, where to watch them? Yeah, like
Where to
for
watch?
anyone wondering,
Mr.
for anyone
Producer.
wondering where to watch the game on Saturday against Necaxa. So yeah, it's gonna be we have. Yeah, do we already have it? Yeah, so it's gonna be on VIX for the United States, and you have the schedules for the matches 8 p.m. Central. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Saturday night plan with the Chingonas. And there's actually
Don't miss
yeah,
it,
there's
man.
actually
Those Chivermanas, you guys got to think about this as well as a big vibe. If you're watching them on TV, they can feel it. All right.
and you
If you're
can
at the
get
stadium,
yeah.
they can feel it.
Exactly, and you can get ready for hopefully, of course, fingers crossed, for a goal scoring festival of Chivas Femenil because against the Centellas, the last matches have been pretty good. Last tournament we defeated them 4-1 on the road. 2 tournaments ago, 3-0 on the road, 2-0, 2-0 in the tournament a few tournaments ago. So we have a huge. The games against Necaxa Femenil tend to go pretty well. For El Rebaño Sagrado, we have scored 20 goals in the 8 matches that we have played in Aguascalientes, and we have only allowed 3 goals against them. We have kept 5 clean sheets.
That's right.
So hopefully we keep the record. Hopefully we get the 3 points on Saturday night because,
we are going to.
Gotta fight for the top spots. Yeah.
Hopefully. We're going to get it. It's just a process. And as you say, Aguascalientes nos sienta bien.
Exactly. And speaking about,
and let's
now
real quick, I'm sorry, but we're running out of time. We still haven't talked about Varonil. We got a couple of things to talk about. Do you have any info on what's going on with Cristian Calderon?
I have the official info. I have the official info. So the Guadalajara Sports Science Department reports on the condition of Cristian Calderon, who reported to have a discomfort during last Saturday's training session. This Monday, so 2 days ago, he underwent the pertinent studies, and we found that he has a muscular injury of the rectus anterior of the right leg. So he will be in the rehabilitation area from now on.
Official.
So that's what we have.
And
official.
And
no
remember,
smoke.
to please
No
stay
smoke.
tuned to the official sources, which are all Chivas official channels on social media, to get that information firsthand, right?
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as
It's,
everybody, remember, Chivas is back. They're training hard. We're going to flip the page, and we have a friendly, don't we? Again,
yeah.
against Los Rayados. I mean,
Yeah. Against Necaxa.
against Necaxa.
Against Los
Sí,
Rayos.
Rayos.
Yeah.
Perdón.
They're both playing
Mhm.
against Necaxa.
Yeah. So the friendly of the guys
Twofer.
of Chivas of the guys will be taking place on Friday afternoon, 4 p.m. Mexican time at Verde Valle. So we will be behind closed doors. It's going to be a practice match. Hopefully, as many as possible of the guys get playing activity, and of course, hopefully, we win. Get back to the winning ways because Liga MX is coming back sooner than we expected.
Sooner than we expected. But yeah, we miss those guys. We miss them tremendously. We need them back.
Vamos a dar voz a los últimos mensajes, como ven. Yeah, let's say goodbye with our Chiva hermanos, who you guys stole the game. You stole the show.
Yes.
Yeah, it was you. It was all you. So you see,
And that's the
Chiva-
idea.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Exactly.
right. So it's only fitting that we close with a few comments. Curtis, lovely thought of the day.
Yeah, a day is like a fingerprint. No two are ever the same.
Nice.
That's
Curtis, you
nice,
have to
man.
be. Curtis, please, we have to do something. I don't know
Yes,
what,
bro.
but you have to be here. You have to be with us chatting live on the show. Please. Could you please consider it?
Right.
Please. We need
Please
you.
somehow, yes, connect.
Yes.
Jesus, let's see, Carlos Diaz, Rome.
Rome wasn't built in a day. And that's
Exactly.
true. We're still building our Rome.
That's right. And our football is becoming more cosmopolitan. See, that's what I was trying to come to when I was talking about Rome. We're becoming more cosmopolitan. Our football, it's good that extranjeros can play. Okay, why?
Right.
Because it puts pressure on our own players. We saw it. I don't want to, we promise not to talk about what's going on up north, but a lot of that is cosmopolitan football. Players from all over the world, they create a different sort of ambiance, yeah, a different sort of creativity. And look at us, just us three. Look, we're from different parts of Mexico, and we're all sharing. Curtis is in the United States. Carlos, we have people from Dallas. We have people from all over the planet, and we're all sharing this magnificent. And we're becoming more and more. How can I say? Illuminated.
Connected.
Illuminated.
Right. And just as Marilu said, we are Chivermanos de Corazón, regardless of what language we speak, of course.
Yes. We speak Chivas.
We speak
Remember
Chivas.
that. We have to use that hashtag. We speak Chivas.
We speak Chivas.
Right?
Héctor López, vamos a cerrar con el mensaje de Héctor. Let's see what he has for us. Saludos. Okay, let me see. Whoops. Saludos desde Watsonville, California, USA. Arriba las Chivas. Aunque no sé inglés, puro Chivas. Así
Puro
es.
Chivas. Yeah, that's Marilu, shout out from Wisconsin, Chivas de Corazón.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
You guys
I've
might
been to
not,
Wisconsin.
tal vez no saben la importancia de que participen con nosotros. It really makes me feel that I know you guys, that I'm part of something, and we thank you guys. We are blessed with you coming with us.
We are.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Mis chivermanos and chivermanas, it's time for us to go. We have to build a song so that we can go out singing the song, right? But my chivermanos, los vamos a extrañar. We're going to miss you till next Wednesday. We love you. Thank you for coming to the Chivaverse, to the Chiva Hub. Gaby, Alfredo, muchas gracias, como siempre. Magníficos en todo, all right? And you guys, really, go check out their YouTube participations, please. Y a los demás, nos vemos. Hasta la próxima semana.
Hasta la próxima semana.
I can't do this.
Arriba las Chivas.
Arriba las Chivas.